halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they go play action with Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st down, Howell. Going right back to Dodson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Howell looking to throw again. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll find Aguara complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's in for two. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down one, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball's stopped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for one extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case. That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, it's Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are once again back in front.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That one complete out to Dotson.
They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
And once more, Howell back to the air. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Powell throwing on first down here. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
Throwing again on second down. Powell. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Rodgers under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Rodgers. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it 21-8.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
First down, Hal to throw.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hal to the air on first and 10.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 2nd and inches.
Powell, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33.
On first down, Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, you block over here. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
26.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
Lead it out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Rodgers now on first down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
To throw again on second down.
Powell.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Powell throwing on first down here. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Throwing again on second down.
Powell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Powell.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Powell now to throw it.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Howell throwing for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 16. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Takes it to about the 37.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Howell. Caught by Turner.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1st down, Howell to throw.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
And Howell will throw it.
Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Robinson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Cole Turner with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
26.
Up the middle, Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 44, Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers going to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On play action, now Rodgers. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Howell.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Howell looking to throw again. And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Howell.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. They find some open field here.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Washington takes over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's